Thank you so much. On Instagram, Instagram uh, is an interesting new medium. We find lots of retailers, logging into Instagram, checking out, how what about their own pages as well as what other retailers are doing. That's a very interesting thought. For people who are on my Facebook profile, thank you so much. Also on LinkedIn, which is a new thing from our point of view, from a retail Gurukul perspective, because most retailers are not necessarily on LinkedIn. And YouTube, while we were there off and on, we recently revamped our digital marketing strategy. So we want to come more often, more topical, more questions when answers. So one specific area that I want to address in this episode, really live episode, is I just read in the morning that JSW Steel is ordering 25,000 COVID vaccines for its employees and families. So the question that I want to raise with all of you is, I'm very sure that you will take care of your family in terms of vaccination needs, but this is really the time to get your employees and their families vaccinated, because we have seen that it's not just sufficient for you to be vaccinated, even your immediate surroundings requires the vaccination. At the third level, at the first level is I, myself, and my family. The second level is employees and their families. At the third level, and this is really where I want to raise this question to all of you, is, can you extend this to your customers, right? You can decide, I don't know whether you have a loyalty program. If you don't have a loyalty program, I urge you to use this as an opportunity to start a loyalty program. You can buy these vaccines in bulk. You need to plan for it now onwards, and I'll give you 2-3 ideas on how to get these vaccines. Hopefully, you can get these vaccines and in a proper manner. For some people, you might say, listen, I have this vaccine and I can give it to you, at cost. Directly, I'm assuming it may not necessarily be a prescription vaccine. I'm assuming at some point of time, people can buy, unless it's a prescription and not an OTC, over the counter. Having said that, do you want to give it at cost price? Do you want to even gift this vaccines to your some certain important customers? This is what it really means for taking care of your customers, right? Currently, the public or the private price is expected to be about 1,000 rupees from the Serum Institute. How it will be distributed? How can you reach it? Probably there's a lot of question marks. But having said that, if people like JSW are working with manufacturers to get those vaccines in those numbers, I'm sure you can also organize yourself. Now, how do you get to, let's assume that 20 or 25,000 is 5,000 maybe is the order quantity to be able to get from them, right? Now, one is just the full area of customers can get together, right? Of retailers can get together. So if you are in, let's say, Bombay Bandra area, maybe all the retailers in Bandra area can get together. Each of you will have 100, 200, 500, vials of vaccine that would be required. Get together. I'm sure the order will be of that mark, right? 5 or 10 for your family and relatives, maybe another 50 or 100 for your employees and their relatives, and maybe 100, 200, 300, 400 for your customers. Trust me, this is one great opportunity for the retailers to thank their customers, right? That's a huge opportunity. Another alternative that I'm urging all of you is each one of you as retailers are part of your industry association, whether it is the jewelry industry association, whether it's an apparel industry association, whether it is a maybe shoes. right? It could be anything, right? Watchmakers association, whatever it is, watch dealers association, maybe transporters association. I don't know how many associations, except I always complain that except consumers, everybody in this country has an association, right? So get together, right? And maybe this is the time to really get together and kind of place a bulk order on these manufacturers. Maybe they are not yet clear about how to distribute. Maybe they are clear, I don't know. So my urge to you, hi Royal Brothers, thank you so much. So my question to all of you is get together and organize it now. And this is a great opportunity to serve your customers, right? Sure, you will always offer some great merchandise, great customer service, all of which you can definitely come to Retail Gurukul for training. But I think this is something which I would urge all of you to consider and move this forward. So thank you so much. And having said that, I welcome you and urge you to join any of these social media platforms. We are coming in more and more regularly. We request your feedback. We request your questions. I request your problems. We are here to give you short ideas, clues, solutions, which you can go back and implement on your own. Or if you want, you can reach back to us. We are available on all platforms, WhatsApp, Signal, maybe we'll get into Telegram. Then we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on LinkedIn, email, website, phone, okay, even snail mail. So whatever is your mode of convenience, we are available to answer your questions, right? And we also do coaching and training. So if that is an area of interest to you guys, do join in, call us, ask us. We have got books which we have written. You could buy that and read it yourself. There are video courses that you can subscribe to and take it. And there are plenty of ways to what in today's paper it called as. I'll just read out that for you. It's called Reboot, Realign, and Reboot, Realign, and Recover. Reboot, realign, and recover. We all need to reboot, realign, and recover in 2021. And this is the time, right? What has worked in the last year may not necessarily work here. Now we all need to reboot, reset our priorities. And the best example again today is coming in the papers saying that the malls have two kinds of rents that have been renegotiated. For people who are greater than 80-85% of their pre-COVID numbers, they have increased their, they've gone back to their old pre-COVID rentals. But there's a lot of people who are below 75% of their pre-COVID numbers. So again, depends upon whether you are below 75 or above 75. That seems to be the new pass mark, right? So if you are especially below 75, please do reach out to us. We are here to help you. For those who have already crossed this 75% pass mark, I think this is the time for you to accelerate, right? You have shown improvement, but it can't stay there, right? You need to grow, you need to accelerate, you also need to reboot, recover, and move forward in this year. Otherwise, you will probably be like Diwali was a great period, right? But afterwards, the sale has kind of tapered off. So what will you do to rework on these things? We have lots of suggestions. We have lots of ideas. I'm doing a webinar at the end of the month. Reach out to us and we'll share you the details of the webinar, and you can benefit from that. I'm talking about 3 simple, very effective strategies to grow your business in 2021. Thank you, and see you soon on another episode. Bye.